Welcome back to Geek Culture 101, your home for all things geek. It's time for another episode of Deal of the Geek, where we cover some interesting deals based on geeky topics to save you money. So hold on tight, it's gonna be a wild ride. Today we're back on the Nintendo eShop with some Switch 1 and 2 deals for you. So let's get started. First of all, we have a Cuphead for $13.99, normally $19.99. I've heard absolutely amazing things. This is kind of like an old animation style game, but it looks really cool. I don't know a whole lot because I've not played it myself, but I've heard good things. There's also a second one on here. I don't know if this is a sequel game or just a short or what. But Cuphead the Delicious Last Course is only $5.59. Normally only $7.99, so not a huge savings there. Hollow Knight, Nintendo Switch 2 edition for $7.50. Normally $15, or you've got the Switch 1 version for $7.50 as well, normally $15. No Man's Sky for the Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. Both versions are $23.99, normally $59.99. Again, I haven't played those, but I've heard great things. I know at launch on the Switch 1, a lot of people complained, so I don't know if they sorted that out or not. There was, I believe, frame rate issues and graphical issues and other things like that. But I've heard the Switch 2 version is great. Then Kena Bridge of Spirits, which to me is an extremely underrated game. I played it back on the PS5, and it's like playing a Pixar movie. This is for the Switch 2 only, so I don't believe the Switch 1 could probably handle running that. Kind of surprised the Switch 2 does actually, but it's $27.99, normally $39.99. Sea of Stars for the Nintendo Switch, $20.99. Normally $34.99. I believe this is an old school RPG kind of game. Right next to it is a throwback to the old school Zelda games with Tunic for $14.99. Normally $29.99. I think this has been a little bit cheaper, but I'm not positive. I've heard if you like the old top-down Zelda games, you'll love Tunic, but I have not played it myself. Now, Capcom is also having some great sales on here. Resident Evil Requiem, which just, recently came out, is only $55.99. Normally $69. Or you can get the deluxe edition for $63.99. Normally $79.99. And that is Switch 2 only, of course. And then we've got Street Fighter 6 Years 1 through 2 Fighters Edition, $38.99. Normally $59.99 for the Switch 2. I mean, there's a lot of really good games on here. Amanusha 2 Samurai's Destiny, $14.99. Normally $29.99. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, $19.99. Normally $49.99 for the Switch. You've got the Resident Evil 2 Cloud Edition, Resident Evil 3 Cloud Edition for the Switch. I wouldn't even bother with them, to be honest with you. Cloud Editions usually aren't real great. But you do have the Resident Evil 7 and 8 Gold Edition pack for the Switch 2 for $59.99. Normally $79.99. You can buy these games separately for $29.99 and $39.99, but you might as well just, get the bundle. If you don't have these for the Switch 2 already, then there's your chance. But there's a whole bunch of Resident Evil games at decent prices. Some of these have been a little bit cheaper, I believe, but there are a ton of them. So I'm not going to go over all of those, but there are some good deals for you to grab. And if you're a Monster Hunter fan, there's some deals on those as well. Like Monster Hunter Rise, $7.99, normally $39.99. So absolutely some great deals for you. But these are the ones that kind of interest me. You got the old school Dragon Quest games on sale, but you've got some of the newer remakes. I just finished Dragon Quest III HD Remake on the Nintendo Switch, and it's currently $29.99, normally $59.99. Then for Switch 1 and 2, you've got Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake for $41.99, normally $59.99. Then you've got the whole Edric collection for $69.99, normally $99.99. So that's a pretty good deal. Dragon Quest Monster Hunters, some of those games. I mean, there's some deals on that. Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined, $44.99 for normally $59.99. For the Switch 2, same price for the Switch 1 version. But Dragon Quest 11 was such an underrated game, and the Switch version was actually highly impressive. I finished that not too long ago, and I gotta say, it is one of the most underrated, but a little bit overrated games there is. I do have a review of that on my channel, so make sure you check that out if you're interested. The one that I really want to play is Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai. It's only $23.99 right now for the Switch, normally $59.99. There's a digital deluxe version for a couple bucks more. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, absolutely some great deals. Any of them that you're interested in picking up, let me know down below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more geek content. And until next time, remember, stay geeky, my friends. Stay geeky.